Hi guys, today I'm going to be sharing a very short snippet on a common stabbing scenario, which is the grab and stab, where somebody grabs hold of you, establishes a control gap, and from that position they either grab your shirt or they bar you with their forearm in order to inflict stabs. Now, common combatives and Krav Maga defenses against this include things like, what we commonly call the scoop and hug, where you're doing this kind of thing in order to take hold of the knife, throw the knee, control the guy, and go from there. Other responses that are commonly seen involve things where somebody grabs a wrist, for example, or they try and bar the arm from there and then work from that position to either swing the arm across or bar the arm or whatever they're going to do. And those can work, but there's a high element of risk. And the element of risk comes about because of the control gap. So one of the first things we teach, and that's not for today's video, but one of the things we teach is that if we see an arm coming in to inflict the control gap, the response looks something like this. Job number one is not to get grabbed, but sometimes you will get grabbed, and what we recommend is a slightly different approach. And this approach comes courtesy of Jacques Alberts, our chief instructor at 1834 Tactical. And this has been put into practice. We know it works. In a situation where there's a control gap, the other person is controlling his ability to push you or pull you away. Things that can go wrong with traditional approaches, if you're doing something like a scoop and hug, and that happens, is that it makes it very easy for the other person, because he has control of the gap, to do this, to do that kind of thing, and to withdraw the knife. Even if somebody's trying to hang on like that, this can easily happen, and it can turn into a less than great situation. Likewise, if somebody is grabbing the arm and trying to control the arm from there, it's easy enough for someone who's, kind of right-minded to do this and carry on stabbing. Or you may just slip because of sweat and blood. Or you grab for the arm and this happens, and you repeatedly grab, and all the time this is happening, and you're taking wounds while he's controlling you, shoving you into a wall or whatever he's doing, pulling or pushing. Okay. So what we say is establish your own control gap. And the way you do that is very, very simple. Once the grab happens, the forearm comes up, grabs the crook of the elbow, you sink your own elbow down and tweak it in. So it's almost like doing a collar hook. You're basically holding him there so that you can control his elbow. He can't really push in any further because it's going to impinge his own shoulder. And he can't really pull away because you've now got that. Simultaneously, the other hand takes control of the inside of his elbow. So you're going to bar that out there like that. Now, if Dom tries to grab my wrist, it's easy enough for me to worm out of this and do all kinds of things. But if she's got the elbow, it becomes really, really difficult for me to get to her from that position. The only way I can get to her is by trying to move around to her front. So if we just swing that around from this position, the only way I can get to her from here is to try and move this way. And by moving this way or angling my body, I'm giving her an advantage. And the advantage is very, very simple. As I push in or I try and do this, I'm now turning my body, which enables her to step through from there and to simply throw a hip in and clothesline me.
You need to add extra.
Down to the ground from there. So it becomes very easy from that position to throw somebody down because you're forcing them to actually change their posture. We're going to do that again so that you can see how it works. Right guys, so that's a very simple scenario. It's one of hundreds that could happen in an actual confrontation. And the key is to just try this drill. It's there as an option that is open to you. It has a high rate of success, and it's very, very easy to practice and to do. Give it a try, let us know how it goes. And that's a wrap.
I'm just thinking, you didn't tell anybody that the strike's actually to your head, hey? So, when...
I'll put in a subtitle.
Okay.
That's the easiest way, rather than try and splice it in.
Cool.
Beautiful. Thank you. That's super helpful.